and welcome to STB round 1 in Australia. It is tier 7 today, and we are currently on board with Faithful HD on his first lap for qualifying. People are just filtering out of the pits right now, so we are going to see who can take pole here in Australia. How do you see how they're doing on their lap? I'm not sure. But it looks to be a good lap so far for Faithful anyway. Here we go, what sort of lap is he going to set? It's a 1:18.2 for the first lap. Not particularly impressive, as we already get a very fast lap of a 1:17.1. Not too sure what times we're meant to be expecting from these, because I'm tier 8, so I'm not sure. My times are not that impressive, but 17.1 is pretty damn good from Ghouls 2010. A few other times have been set by Jixie, 1:17.3, and F1 Link I think has just put a banker lap in because a 1:23.2 is definitely not the pace we're expecting to see this weekend. Moncho's put in a 1:17.7. Hellboy into P2 with a 1:17.3 here. Trying to find other people who are coming to the line currently, but I'm struggling a lot. We can get out on the spectator menu. There isn't. Okay, that's alright. Okay, here we are with O Johnson coming through the final turns here, through the left-hander and onto the right-hander. Oh, they're not going to go for the lap. They're not going to go for the lap. They've hit the pit wall. And Mercedes, where's that? Here we are with FDL Umar on a lap, and they are going to come around the final corner, and let's see what sort of time they're going to set. Oh, there's been a 1:16.5 set. Jesus Christ. Absolutely rapid from Miko there. Are they in the wall? Oh, they're not. They're not in the wall. They're not in the wall. Here we are with Beauty Camp Slide, and we're going to see what sort of times they're setting towards the end of the lap. There is an Alpine coming across the line right now. That is TKS Overdrive with a 1:17.3. 1:17.3. A lot of them have been set. That seems to be... Oh, what a lap by Beauty Camp Slide here. 1:16.4. I wonder if we'll get into the 15s today. That would be unbelievable stuff if we got into the 15s. I don't really know who's in the fastest in these lobbies, but I think a 1:15, high 1:15s could be on the cards for the pole time here today, or the low 16s. Here is Esteban Ocon fan, or on this he is known as RBXJB here, just coming through the straight in sector 2, and we'll see what sort of time he's going to set in sector 2. So he's just trying to get through all the traffic. It's pretty good through the sector 2. Not everybody set the lap times yet, so, but we are only in early quali, so it's alright. This is the only person I can find who is on the lap, I believe, right now. So I think there is a V card behind him, though. I'll see if I can find them. So he's going to come across the line. What sort of time is he going to do? It's going to be 1:17.5. 1:17.5. We are on board with Jixie. What sort of time are they going to do? Although we do have a McLaren coming over the line right now. That be? That's going to be O Johnson. They're just starting their lap right now. Through the first sector, we come with Ghouls here. Looking pretty strong, swinging it through the turns here. What's his first sector going to say? He's 1/10 up pretty much. Going into the straight, looking very good here. What's RBX going to do? I think they're on an in lap actually, so we'll keep on board with Ghouls here. Let's see. What's the middle sector say? Oh, they're a bit down in the middle sector. Let's see. Potentially they could get up to third here. Through the left-hander. Through the right-hander onto the straight here. Let's see what type of sort of time Ghouls is going to be setting here. Across the line he will come. It's going to be a 1:16.9. That puts him to P3 for now. I don't know how much time we've got left in the session because something saying yellow flag in sector 3. Hellboy is down this time. Let's see if there's anybody up on their time, see where they can go. We're coming across the line with Moncho here. Let's see what sort of time Moncho is going to do. Across the line. A 1:17.1. 5 tenths better into 6th place here. Oscar Piastri going fastest in the middle sector here. Let's see if they can put in a very good time for the pole here. We're going to ride on board here. Oh, just nearly hitting the wall there as we go into the hard braking zone of the right-hander here. Through the fast swinging right here, into the next left-hand turn. Let's see, can they put it on pole? Provisional pole. No, they've slid. They've slid, I think. Through the right-hander. Are they going to get provisional pole? I think they had the slide, so I don't think it's going to be a provisional pole here. Let's have a look. No. I believe that slide has cost them quite a bit of time. And they are only in 14th right now. Cormac comes into the pits. On board with defaults here. See if they can put in a time as well. As they are just in the third sector right now here. And around the right-hander into the left-hander. Hard braking zone. Gets it nicely turned in. Around the last corner. Flat through there. Up to the line. What sort of time is it going to be? It looks like it might be quite fast. It's going to be 1:17.5, not that fast in the end. I can see how long the session is now. We've got 7 minutes left here in Australia, and we will have to see in those 7 minutes who is going to be on pole position. Right now it's looking likely to be either Camslide or Miko. So we'll see as they battle it out. But Camslide is coming across the line right now to set a time. What sort of time is it going to be? 1:16.2. What a lap there from Camslide. Absolutely fantastic. That is going to be very hard to beat for the rest of the grid. Absolutely fantastic there. And we'll see if Miko has a response to that as they're actually just coming through the first sector. It's only it's 2 tenths down though. That's not very good for Miko, that isn't. See if anybody else is on the lap right now. RBX is on the lap right now. 6 tenths up in the middle sector. I'm going to be staying on this lap, see if he can challenge the pole because 6 tenths up in the middle sector is pretty good here. Let's see if he can do anything about that. Can he gain more in the third sector? Can he get pole here? It's a gargantuan lap, I reckon, by Camslide there to take provisional pole. So it's going to be quite a hard task. Was that a track extend I think I just saw there? No, because the track isn't red. Let's see as they come around the final corner to go to the line. What sort of time is it going to be? It's going to be a 1:16.9 is very strong, puts RBX into P4 as we're seeing Miko just come across the line. It was 3 attempts down in sector. Oh my god, it's into the wall for the Aston Martin. The wing has gone everywhere, and Miko has had to bail out their lap. It seems like they've broken down or something. What has just happened with the Aston Martin there? Where are they? Wingless. What the fuck was that? Just absolutely slammed into the wall. This is on a lap. Here we are with O Johnson coming through the first sector. Let's see what they've got through the first sector here. Oh, it's not looking good. It's 1.4 seconds down their lap. That's not particularly impressive. Is Mika going on overlap? No, they are not. Here we are with Faithful here on board. Very known content creator among F1. We're very lucky to have him in the league here. Tier 7, let's see what sort of time he's going to put up. Currently in 13th as we go through the first sector, around the left-hander, into the next fast right he will go. And let's see what sort of time it's saying for sector 1 here. He's going to go 3 tenths faster in the first sector. That's looking good already as we go down straight in sector 2. Not much to gain here really. It's just a straight and like one corner, so that doesn't mean too much, but let's see, is there much improvement here? It's fastest actually through sector 2. Very, very good here through the fast left right chicane onto the straight into the hard braking zone of turn whatever the fuck that is, and we're going to see through sector 3, can he catapult himself up the grid here? Around the left-hander, taking a lot of curb there, having a little slide. That's not going to be very good for his lap time there as he comes around the final corner to the line. What sort of time is it going to be? It's going to be 1:17.3, which puts him up to 11th. Not too much places gained, but a lot of time gained. But it does put him right on the back of quite a close train of cars. 3,000th better, and he would have been 10th. So a lot to gain there for him. Oh, and Escariidis has just gone second. I haven't seen that, but very fantastic time for him there. Moncho here is on a lap, 1 tenth down in sector 2. I'm not too sure how long we've got left in the session, but it's not going to be long, so this is an now or never lap for pretty much anybody on the grid here, and we are going to see if Moncho can get pole here as he comes through the left-hander and then the right-hander, and he will go up to the line. What's it going to be? It's going to be 1:16.7. That puts him up to 5th. Very good lap from Moncho there. FDL Umar is out on his lap. He's bailed out of that. I think he was blocked by Moncho as he's weaving around saying, what is Moncho doing here? That's not particularly useful for Umar there. As we are on board with Caridis, I believe he's already completed his lap. But one person who hasn't is Camslide, who's just cut the corner rather blatantly. So fair enough to him. Is there anybody else who looks like they're going to be on a good lap? No, not as of this moment. I've just seen Jixie has gone 4th, so I've just told a lie. Very good lap time by him then. He's just joined. So I think this is a lap for Camslide here, as we will see if they can further extend their pole time here, as they are going down straight in the first sector. Oh, that's a big slide. Oh, they're off. They're off. They're off. Fucking hell. Not very useful for Camslide there. I think that's going to be their pursuit of pole over. So we'll go to Jixie here, who's coming through the 3rd sector. This is just a warm-up lap, I think, because they are 2 seconds down in sector 2. Is Umar going to go on another lap? No, currently quite slow. Gouls is on a lap right now. Let's see what they're going to do in the first sector. Just a little bit down. Very easy to recover that sort of time here, as we're going to see who can get pole here. Miko just got... Was Miko already in third, or was Miko not already in third? Pass. Let's go back on board with Gouls. I can't see how much they were up in sector 2. That's a big slide, that is. But well held from Gouls there. And we're going to see a lot of people are finishing their laps right now. We'll see if anybody can actually improve, anybody can beat the pole time here. It's not looking likely. I think it is going to be 1:16.2 from Camslide there. And we'll see if Gouls can beat it here. They're going to have a look. Oh, Hellboy's just gone third. 1:16.4. Very good time from him. Gouls, what they're going to do, they're going to stay put where they are. I don't think anybody else is going to improve from here. So we'll have a look. Jixie is currently on the lap. We're following him in sector 3 here. And is Miko also on the lap? Miko's coming to the line. We'll have a look at that first. Let's see, can Miko get pole here? What time is it going to be? It's going to be a 1:16.2. That's unbelievably close to the pole time. We're going to have to go on board with Jixie, see if he can get pole here. Very narrowly missed out by Miko. Can Jixie do it? No, he can't. That was very anticlimactic. I think that is that for qualifying. I think your pole sitter is Camslide here. Very well done to him. And I cannot wait for the race here. Footy Joe didn't set a lap. Just realised I haven't got chat up, so I might want to have a look at chat. Here we go. Right, I can actually respond to you guys now. Right, okay. Oh, Footy Joe's just disconnected, that's why they didn't have a lap down. Very sorry to hear that. Shocking performance indeed from Footy Joe there. Cannot believe that. Why haven't we finished yet? It's over, is it not? We'll cut to your pole man anyway. Yeah. First place, pole position, very well done. Can you hear me on the thing? On the lobby? Shit. I don't know how to change that. Anybody have any ideas on how we change that? I did think that was going to be an issue. Can everybody put me on mute or not? Can I put myself on mute? Oh, you won't be able to hear me in the race, that's fine then. Oh, it's only the intervals. Okay, that's not a problem. Oh, this is just a formation lap. I absolutely shat myself there because I thought that it started and I'd just missed it. Because I'm being told that people can hear me. But it's only in the intervals, so we're all good here. As we're just on the formation lap, we are on board with Camslide here. And we are going to see if he can take pole to win here. He has Escariadis starting alongside him In third we have Hellboy, fourth Jixie, fifth Umar, sixth Moncho, seventh we have Miko, in eighth we have Ghouls, in ninth RBX or Esteban Ocon fan, 10th we have Defaults, 11th we have Honda Spurs, 12th we have TKS Overdrive, 13th we have Oscar PA81, but he's just disqualified. Oh, that's not a problem in the formation lap as long as it's not for the race. 14th we have Lynx, 15th we have Faithful, 16th Cormac, 17th O Johnson, 18th. How do you pronounce that? 18th we have the Kit Sauber, 19th we have Footy Joe, and 20th we have Louis W. Clark. Just coming towards the end of this formation lap here, and we're going to see who can win this race. Here we fucking go, guys. This is STB Tier 7, Season 30, Round 1 in Australia, and we are going to see who will win the race here. As you can just see, Oscar PA 81 just there on the grid. So everybody's just pulling into the grid right now. We're shortly going to see who is going to win this race. Here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights are out and away we go. Here we go. It looks like both the front two have got a very good start here as we go down to turn 1. It looks here like Camside is going to have... Everybody's glitching out here. Camside has got the lead. He's inside Cariadis, and he's been just barged out the way here as everybody is just bouncing up and down here as we go into turn 3. A bit of contact everywhere as the Ferrari goes wide. Oh, there's a bunch of people into the grass here. Everybody's going down the order here. Everybody's going down the order. What the fuck is happening right now? Everybody has crashed. I don't know what has just happened into turn 3 there, but a bunch of stuff has happened. Everybody's gone down the grid as we see Cariadis in the lead, very far out in front of a good second. I don't think we're going to get a safety car off this, but everybody has gone off into turn 3. Yeah. Let's see, this is the battle for second and third here. Actually, it's third and fourth here. Is the Mercedes going to go for a move into the right-hander? No, he's not. As we see a battle between Miko and the Ferrari here. But they're all ghosting. A lot of changes in the midfield here. As Oscar PA off the track. No, not quite. As we go onto the main straight here. And we're going to see if Jixie is going to make a move on his VCARB teammate Camslide here. Is there something happening in the background? There is a move going on in the background. I believe it was RBX making the overtake here. As Honda Spurs has already got a penalty. That's not very ideal on lap 2. But yeah, the battle for second place between second, third and fourth is going to be a close one here. There's plenty of moves in the midfield. I need to be here. As oh, there's a big spin, but the Ferrari has gone down the grid. Hellboy has gone down the grid. As we're going to come back to the fight between third and fourth, or fourth and fifth, shall I say, as they're going to go side by side here. Ghouls is going to take the inside line here. He's going to get fourth here. Very good move into the next turn. And Umar also has a penalty early on in the race. Not very good to be getting penalties already here. And he's also going to have a look around the outside of Ghouls here. And he's touched him. Is he out? No, he's not. He's just slid wide. And there's a lot of fighting in the midfield. I'm going to come back to the midfield here as they're all going side by side into this turn. A lot of side by side fighting in the midfield. This is really what you love to see here. Cormac making an overtake on the Haas here. Faithful struggling in the midfield. Moves going on at the back between Moncho and Oscar PA. Oh, they're in the wall! Oh, he's just absolutely clattered him out. And that is not very good for Moncho, I think it was, who went out there. Here we are on board with Cam's side. Some more fighting going on back there. I'm going to watch that now as Cormac makes it up into 9th. He's making plenty of moves through the grid here, I believe, and is looking very good. He's just heading this midfield battle. There's 4 seconds between him and the next car though, which isn't particularly helpful as Cam's side looks like he's going to go for the move here. He's around the outside. Is he going to make it around the outside? No, he's not. He's going to have to go and have a look in the next straight. He's gone wide there. He's gone very wide there. And let's see, can he make the move on Cariadis here into the next turn? Is he going to have a look? He's not going to have a look here. He's going to slot back in behind and maybe have a look on the next straight. We're going to come back to the midfield because there is an absolutely titanic battle going on here between about 8 cars. They're all going side by side pretty much all the time. There's an Aston Martin around the outside here. He's going to try and do the cutback. He has not made that work. As we're going to have a look at the lead, the battle for the lead again, as Cam's side is going to pull out to the outside, try and make it around the outside into turn 3. He's going to go around into turn 3. Is he going to make the move? It's very close. They're wheel banging plenty. Is it going to be Cariadis? Is it going to be Cam's side? No, it's going to be Cariadis. He's going to have it into that corner, isn't he? Oh my god, it's absolutely massive crash there. Absolutely massive. Cariadis is just absolutely fucked. Cam slide into the wall. Is Jitsi going to have a look on the Cariadis now though is a question. Is he going to be able to make the move and avenge his teammate who's just been absolutely slammed into the wall by Cariadis? He's going to have to come into the pits here and have a look at getting that wing fixed. Let's see. As somebody has actually left the session just now. It's not very useful. There's a big battle going on here between the 2 Mercs. Oh, massive crash! Another massive crash! Kick Sauber has been absolutely spun out there. Oh, wow. Nico is not going to be happy with that. Absolutely sideswiped into the wall there as we see Cam Slide coming into the pits just because he got also hit off. As there's also a battle here for the lead. As is Jixie going to have a look, and is Cariadis going to hit him into the wall as well? Let's have a look. Is he going to have a look into turn 3? He's going to go to the outside again. Same strat as his teammate did, but he's going to slot in behind. Try and go for the switchback. He's going to try and go for another switchback. Is he going to make it work? Not quite right now, I don't think. He's not going to make it around the outside because his teammate didn't enter there. Very big battle for first place here. No DNFs yet though. Everybody managing to keep it clean. Everybody managing to keep it safe. As we see, Jixie's going to have another look. Cariadis down this straight. Is he? No, he's not. I don't think he'll be able to get there just in time. But surely you've got to be thinking after the fast chicane, if he gets a good exit, he's going to be having a look there. Let's have a fucking look. Here we go. Is he going to have enough pace to get there? I don't think he is. He can't go for the dive there, really. That would be diabolical, that would. Going to go back to the midfield battle as we see a Haas going off. No, he's recovered it. We're on board with Lynx. And his overdrive trying to make a move on his teammate. He's going to send it down the inside. Is that going to work? No, oh, they're into the wall. And TK's overdrive has spun it there. Not very good for him there. And we'll go back to the lead for the fight here, and let's see, can Jixie do this? Following him through the sector 1 here. How old are people's tyres? Let's see what the strategies we've got going here are. So, the bulk of the grid have gone for the hard tyres, so we're going to see Jixie go for the move around the outside. Is he going to make that stick? I think he's got far enough ahead. Is it? Yes, it is a move into P1 for Jixie. An absolutely fantastic move around the outside into the fast left-right chicane, and Cariadis is going to have to come up with a response for that. Absolutely sensational move there. And we're on board with Lynx here. Is he going to be able to make the overtake and footage? Not quite right now. So we see Oscar PA81. No, he's not going to be able to make a move there. A cut back to the battle for the lead. Is Cariadis going to have a response for the overtake of Jixie? Very good one there. Let's see. Just staying behind for the time being. Trying to size up a move. Have a look at Link. Is he going to be able to make a move here? He's getting a lot of time. Is he going to be able to take it to the inside? Is he going to be able to take it to the outside? No, he's going to stay back there. This is the lead, the battle for the lead. Cariadis, is he going to be able to replicate what Jixie has just done to him? He's going to go around the outside here. Is he going to be able to make the move? A bit of wheel banging, a lot of wheel banging. Is he going to make it around the outside? He is going to make it around the outside. Another fantastic move around the outside into that left-hander. Plenty of moves being made here for the lead between these two. Exchanging an absolutely fantastic battle here. Here's Hellboy on the back of RBX. No, Cormac, sorry. Is he? No, he's very far back from him. And Link has made the move on Footy Joe now. I didn't see that, but he has. So we got a caution in the sector 3. Somebody off in the sector 3? I don't know. But there is a caution here for Cariadis as Jixie is once again on the back of him. I don't think he's going to be able to send in on the inside into the first turn, as he's always getting very good exit off this corner, I find, Jixie is. And he always seems to be able to go for the move here. He's not going to go for it here, though. Maybe he's trying to get some battery. You can see him just following Cariadis there. Oh, there's a car off! It's a Williams off. I didn't see what happened there. I was just looking at chat. But there is a Williams off. Back to lead here. Jixie is looking for a move on Cariadis here. Let's see. Can he make it? No, he's not going to make it there. So we'll cut to Hellboy in his pursuit of Cormac here. See if he can get himself up into 5th. I mean, Cormac does have a penalty, so it's likely that he will anyway. I think these two were part of that midfield battle earlier, but everybody's either crashed or pitted already. So we'll have to see how this is going to play out between these two. And Jixie has got a penalty. He's got a penalty which isn't going to help in his pursuit for the win. He's got to overtake Cariadis and pull out. Probably a 3-second gap is what he's got on the penalty, and he's got a very good exit off there, I think. He's going to have a look for the lead here. No, he's not going to have a look for the lead here. Somebody's tumbling down the grid. Oh, he's in the pits, that'll be why. So we go back to Cam Slide, who's in 10th after that collision with Cariadis into the wall. Let's see, I don't know what he's going to be able to do for the rest of this race, because he's probably going to be forced into a 2-stopper here. Because he's not making those mediums last until the end. The tyre wear is horrific here. There's a car out. There's a car out. I can't see what's happened though. Is it going to be a safety car? I don't think there's going to be a safety car. We cut back for the battle of the lead, but Jixie is nowhere near him. Hellboy is right on the back of Cormac though, I will tell you that. Let's see if he can get P5 now. He's been behind him for absolutely ages here. Let's see if he can make the move, get into P5 here. Is he going to have a look down the inside? No, he's a bit too far back for that. He is. We'll go actually instead to the Umar and Link battle, but there's nothing much happening there. Kamsar trying to make his way back through the field since being crashed out. We'll see if he can do anything about that. Oh, there's been a change for the lead, I think. I don't know. I don't think there was. I think that was just the game being bad. RBX seems to have caught Ghouls here. See if he can make a move for the podium here. Esteban Ocon fan. And Hellboy still in the pursuit of Cormac. But he seems to have dropped off a lot since being a 10th back, I think it was, that I saw at the end of the straight. But Cormac has got a really bad exit out of there, actually. Is Hellboy going to be able to make the move here? He's going to have to go around the outside. That's where Cormac is forcing him. Is it going to be around the outside here? Yes, it is. He's done it finally. Around the outside, into the left. He pretty much had it done before they reached the left-hander. And now he is into fifth. Maybe he can go and chase after his teammate, although he is on the medium, so he'll need to pit soon. And here is the battle for the lead once again. Not too much happening here. He's quite a bit off of Cariadis Jixie is, so I think Cariadis is pretty safe here. Is Cormac going to have an answer though to Hellboy here, as he looks to have got a much better exit off that last corner. He's not going to really be able to have a look into turn 1, but will he be able to have a look into turn 3 here, as he's going to follow him all the way down straight. Is he going to be able to go to the outside? He's going to be able to go to the inside. Let's see what happens here. He's not going to have the momentum to be able to get to the outside there. And here is Link following Umar. Back to the battle for the lead. Is Jixie going to be able to get in ahead of Cariadis here? He is just behind him. It might happen on the next straight here. He's 2 tenths back. Is he going to be able to get it? Has he got a good exit? I think he's got a good exit, but it's 5 tenths off. It's going to be hard to catch him from there. Let's have a look. Battle for the podium here. RBX and Ghouls. Quite getting there. Cormac, is he going to have a look on Hellboy? No, he's not. Very many gaps in the field right now between people. I don't know whether people are going to pit so everybody can be close again, but many gaps. Here we are with Cormac on the back of Hellboy. Is he going to be able to make it back into P5? He's going to go to the outside. Is he going to make it around the outside though? He's going to hold it around the outside, you should think. Is Hellboy going to give him the space? He is going to give him the space. He's almost given up the position there. No, he's not. Oh, there's a bit of contact, I think. No, there's no contact. Here we are with Faithful on the back of the Alpine into the right-hander of turn 3. He's gone a bit wide there. Is he going to be able to get this Alpine here? As we follow RBX on the back of Ghouls. And actually some big news. Jixie has fell out of the DRS of Cariadis. Maybe some damage, I don't know. Or the tyres are just going off, because he has backed off now. Cariadis looks to have got the DRS buffer sorted, and someone who hasn't though is Ghouls, as RBX is right on the back of him here. Is he going to have a look into turn 3? I don't think he'll be able to have a look into turn 1, but he will be able to try and get a good exit so he can set up turn 3. It looks like he cut it there, but he might not have. Is he going to be able to have a look into turn 3 for a move around the outside to get him into the podium positions? No, he's not quite going to have the pace there. We're going to ride on board through sector 1 with him, just following the Mercedes through turn 4 and turn 5 here. It's very laggy. That's alright as we come through turn 6 here onto the straights, the curvy straight. And oh, just a second, I've just seen Jixie has got back into the lead. I don't know how he's managed to do that. Cariadis must have made a mistake here, and he's going to have to try and make it back into the podium place as RBX is going to, into the lead. As RBX is going to have a look for the podium. That's what I'm thinking about right now, this battle for the podium. Who's going to get the last podium place here? As RBX doesn't get a fantastic exit out of there, as Cariadis does make it back into lead. Oh no, they're battling, they're side by side. Who's going to come out on top in that? Cariadis will, but he has got a penalty in the process of trying to overtake Jixie, which isn't particularly good. Cut to Cam Slide, who is still trying to recover from the bit of damage he had off crashing. And he can't make it quite around the outside of Link here. And Umar is right on the back of Cormac, who's fell... Oh wait, no, the Ferrari has pitted of Hellboy, because I was just about to say he has fell quite far off the Ferrari, but that's his teammate JB So is Umar going to be able to get the move done for P5 here as Camslide does move up on the straight into P7? Will he be able to do anything in this race from here? We will have to see, as Umar is trying to have a look for that move. And we cut on board with Jixi as he's going to have a look at getting Cariadis here. Let's see, can he make it around the outside here? He's going to have a look. He's pulled alongside. Is he ahead? I think Cariadis did get ahead. He's outbraked him here. But will that have affected his line out of the right-hander of the fast chicane? Will Jixi have a look? No, he will not. And you won DNF so far. Every other race in the tiers so far have had 7 or 8 DNFs, so we are expecting some more DNFs here, everybody. So we'll have to see if there will be any more DNFs, as we're going to see Jixi. He's going to have a look again at the move. I think he's already on the inside and alongside. No, not quite here, as Cariadis is going to have to pull out to the inside line, so Jixi doesn't have a chance. He's going to have to pull in there. He's gone a bit wide there. That's not going to be great for getting a move done into turn 3. So we'll have to see. RBX, will he be able to make a move for the podium? He's been on the back of Ghouls for absolutely ages. Oh, he looks like he's hit the back. He's up the inside here. He's made the move. No, he's not made the move. He's still alongside though. He's trying to... Oh, he's ghosted through him. RBX and Ghouls are inside each other. I don't really understand what's happening here in the battle for the podium. It is getting a bit freaky, the battle for the podium here is. So we see Jixi. Is he going to be able to make a move into the next straight? He's not going to be able to make it on this straight, a bit too far back. We've got a caution in Sector 1. It looks like some people have crashed. Oh, the Aston Martin's around. The Aston Martin is around. What happened there? I don't really know, but we'll have to see. No safety car, no safety car, as we cut back to the lead, because obviously that is the most interesting part of this race. Another caution in Sector 1 as Jixi comes into pits. Is he going to be able to make those mediums last 14 laps is the question. I don't think he will be able to. There could be punctures in this. Not that I'm wishing for that on any of the drivers. It would just make it a lot more entertaining here, as a lot of people have actually peeled into the pits. This is probably the strategy, as Ghouls, Jixi and RBX all come into the pits. They're all very close to each other as well, so that's going to be an interesting to watch when they come out. I think Camslide will get into the provisional lead after... Oh wait, we've got a safety car. That's why everybody's come into the pits. My bad for not realising. Because Kalotikos has DNF'd, however you pronounce his name. That is going to give me an aneurysm. This would be a good time for Camslide to come into the pits, I think. Put on a set of hard tyres and try and go to the end on them. Well, he will make it to the end on them if he has a set left. Cariadis is into the pits here. He will put on presumably the medium tyre. Cariadis will go to the back of the safety car, join the queue, and he will be joined shortly by Jixi. Everyone is into the pits, other than O. Johnson. Will they come into the pits? They probably will at the end of this lap. The big battle in the front for the top two currently, as they are just warming up their tyres. We'll see who will come out on top in that, and there's also a lot more people just behind. And with safety cars, once one comes out, many will follow. I'm sure we're going to get a few more crashes now the pack is back together, because they were all quite spread out, sporadic at the end there. Penalties, let's have a look at penalties. That's here, isn't it? So Honda Spurs is having a stinker on 15 seconds. A lot of people with 3 seconds and 6 seconds. TKS Overdrive with 9 seconds. But for you, Esteban Ocon fan, I can tell you that you are on equal footing with everybody ahead of you, but the people behind you have more penalties, so you don't need to worry about that. Cormac has made up a lot of positions in this race, so has Footy Joe and F1 Link here. RBX has also been up 5 positions here. We'll cut back to the penalties now, because that is probably what's going to define this race. Will we get back underway here? Don't think so, because not everybody has caught up. I believe the last people are just catching the back of the pack right now. Yep, everybody's caught up now. So safety car should be at the end of this lap, and then we've got 10 laps to race and find out who is going to be winner here in Australia, round 1 of Tier 7. And also everybody, if you want to tune in for Tier 8 here, you can. I will be racing in that tomorrow. That will be on the main Twitch channel though, and you can see me fail there, as Australia is definitely not one of my best tracks. Tier 8 I would say is one of the most varied in lap times though. I've just heard somebody hit the wall. Somebody hit the wall. I don't have a clue. Yeah, there's a lot of penalties to be honest. Especially on the Spurs. I don't know how he's managed that, to be honest. I'm glad to hear the practice race went good though, Traps, to be honest, because I would have loved to have been in it, but well, I'm on comms, so I cannot. Chazzy, that's one to take up with Maldi, because he's the one who organises all this. As a safety car is actually coming in this lap, so I'm going to have to get back to his comms very shortly. I'm going to see how Cariadis does off the start here. When's he going to go? He's gone now. He's gone now. Let's see. Can he hold position into turn 1 as he goes to the inside line to make Jixie go to the outside if he fancies it. He's not going to be able to get it though. Let's see who is going to win this between those two, as there's a lot of battling behind, as Cools is just trying to defend from RBX, but that set him off. And I think Umar is now having a look at RBX, and he's not going to be able to make that move, I don't think. He's all over the back of him though. Is he going to be able to do it into this on this straight? I'll go back and see, is Miko going to make a move? Miko is not going to make a move here. And we're going to go to the lead where nothing's really much happening. Is Umar going to be able to make a move already on RBX? I don't think he is here. T8 practice was 117 flat for the pole. That's mildly worrying for me. Is RBX going to make a move on Ghouls, or is Umar going to make a move on RBX and Ghouls maybe? It's a big battle for P3 here. Is Ghouls going to have the bottle to hold them off here? Well, he's held RBX off for now, but I believe DRS does get activated here. As we're going to go onto the onboard of RBX here. Is he going to be able to do anything here? Not quite. What about Umar? No, I feel like he had a bit of a look. As many moves are going on in the background here. Cam slide, trying to make his way back up to where he was at the start of the race, but not achieving much right now. Battle for the lead seems to have dried up as well. Jixie has fell back a bit. Carriadis is looking likely to take this Grand Prix, as Umar is also looking likely to take 4th place here. He's on the inside. I think he's going to go round the outside. What a move. Oh, and the Ferrari's off. The Ferrari's off into the wall. Oh, wow. He's all over the place, the Ferrari is, and he's just dropped from 4th all the way down to 12th. Big fucking crash there. We're going to go back to the lead for the race. And also the podium fight is still on despite the Ferrari being out of the equation. The Red Bull's actually starting to tag to the back here. But let's see if Jixie can do anything, because he will have the DRS, I believe, now. For sure. I don't know whether it gets activated after 1 or 2 laps here. Is he going to have a look at Carriadis here? Probably not into this turn. But if you can follow him through Sector 1 very nicely, he'll be looking decent for that. Caution in Sector 1 is that TKS overdrive. He's going slow. Well, he can't be having a mechanical failure, can he? So I don't know what happened to him there. As we're going to cut to the battle for the lead. Is Jixie going to be able to do it here? As he's going to follow Carriadis down the straight. Is he going to have a look? No. Carriadis seems to be... Well, I thought he was deploying his battery, but his light is flashing on the back, so he can't be deploying his battery. But it looks like Jixie's got a much better exit out of the left-right. Is he going to be able to make a move? It looks like he's going to have to go around the outside. No, he's going to force a move to the inside. He's down the inside. Oh, he's had to pull out. He's had to pull out. But is he going to have a look down the main straight as we follow Carriadis through the 3rd sector? There's a big crash, I think, in the background. No, it's just a bunch of fighting, but we'll have a look at this as Miko, Honda Spurs and F1 Link have a battle, and Honda Spurs is off. Honda Spurs is off, but he's managed to get it back on the track. As we're going to have a look at Jixie, he's going to have a look around the outside. Is he going to be able to make it around the outside? No, he's not. But he's going to get the switch back here. He's going to have a much better exit, and Carriadis just have to hold off there to make sure he doesn't hit the back of Carriadis. He's going to have to go around the outside here. Is he going to be able to outbrake him? No, he's not. He won't be able to hold it around the outside, so he's going to go for the switchback. Will he be able to make the switchback work? No, he's been nearly shoved onto the grass there. So he's going to have a look down the curvy straight into the left-right-hander of, I don't know what corners they are. Umar has fell down the grid a bit. Not sure what's happened there. So there's not much of a battle for the podium now. There is Cam slide behind Hellboy though, but I'm going to go back to the battle for the lead here, as we're going to see Jixie go right around the outside. Is he going to be able to make that work? Is he going to be able to get on the brakes well enough? Yes, he is. He's made the move, but This is still very close to him. Is he going to be able to make the move directly back? I don't know whether he'll have DRS for this straight. No, I don't think he will, because I can see Jixie's rear wing open. Here we are coming through sector 3. Carriadis is going to have another look at getting back into the lead. He has been predominantly in the lead in this race. As we're going to cut to Umar, he's having a look at Cormac here. Is he going to be able to make that move work? I'm going to go back to Carriadis because he's up the inside into the turn 1 here. He's going to make the move into turn 1, and just as soon as he's lost the lead, he's gained it back again. But is Jixie going to be able to make the move into turn 3? I don't think he will, unless he uses a lot of ERS. So I think he should save that there. And we're going to follow him on the back of Carriadis through sector 1 here. Is he going to be able to make another move? Is he going to be able to also exchange the lead as soon as he lost it? Because he's very, very close here already. 2 tenths back only. So once he gets the DRS deployed, he's got the ERS deployed, I believe, as well. Is he going to be able to have a look? It looks like Carriadis is also deploying a lot of ERS. I think he'll have to have a look into the next straight, because there's no way he's going to make it into the left, right-hander here. But he's held off as Hellboy does move into the podium positions here. Overtake Schools here, and that's very good for him, as well as the fact that he doesn't have any penalties right now. So if the guys ahead get penalties, he could win this race right now. As there's more moves in the background, Booty Cam Slide is just having a look around the outside, and the Merc has slid off. The Merc has slid off. He's around. He's around. Oh, fucking hell. He's around. And just as he was in P3, he's now all the way down in P14. Not very good for him. There's been a move for the lead, as they are battling like two wild dogs here. I don't know what that analysis was. I'm not really thinking right now. I'm just saying words. As he goes around the outside, Jixie does, and Ghouls has retired from the session after that spin. Very unfortunate for him. He was looking likely for the podium here. These guys are going at it like crazy. They might end up crashing soon. I hope they don't. But I also hope they do at the same time, because that would be very good for commentary. It would be very good for entertainment. Here we go with Jixie. I can't see anything, but he's going to go to the inside. Carriadis has let him have the inside there, and he will get back into the lead here. Another change for the lead. Many changes for the lead right now. They are all over the place in terms of changing positions. One's first, one's second, then the other's first and the other's second. Everything is happening right now. Yes, Traps, I am really trying hard not to scream right now, but it's kind of hard when cars are crashing left, right and centre. Here we go, on to the main straight. Hellboy is catching these two a lot. He might have the win in the bag here, as Carriadis is going to go to the inside. This battling is really not helping them with these penalties right now, because it is just allowing Hellboy to catch up. He might even be catching up just on sheer pace here. But there is Cam Slide directly behind him, so we'll have to see if he can do anything in terms of getting onto the podium. As Jixie gets another penalty. Jixie has another penalty. That's really not good for him. It does show that keeping it clean in this is going to get you the win, or a better position, you know. As we're going to follow Jixie on the back of Carriadis here. And Hellboy's gained another 5 tenths through the first sector. He could be going on for the win on merit here, honestly. Let's see if he's going to be able to make a move though, Jixie, on Carriadis. He's not going to be able to do it just yet on this straight. Is he going to be able to try and make the better exit? He's got the better exit, but not by much. Is he going to be able to make the move into the next turn, the right-hander here? Let's see. No, not quite. He's still behind him here, as there is battling going on behind us here. Miko taking 5th from Umar. Here we are on board with Moncho, seeing if he can get involved in that battle, though he does also have Cormac on the back of him. As we go on board, not on board actually, as we cut to Jixie here. FDL Umar has fell down the pack. He's in the pits. He's in the pits. How is he in the pits? He must have quite a bit of tyre wear right now. He might be able to go for the fastest lap, but I don't know how much that is going to mean for him if he can't get into the position that he needs to be in. And Hellboy is still gaining on the leaders. He's looking very likely for the win here, as long as he doesn't do anything silly, but I don't see why or how he would do that, as we're going to have a look. Is he close enough? He's not looking to be close enough right now. Dixie isn't. Oh, I've just seen it, Cabredo. The pole was, I think, a 1:16.2 by Cam Slide. Very sorry for not answering that sooner. Dixie can't make a move just there. Cut to Cormac, see if he can make a move on Moncho here. He's not going to be able to do that just yet. And the Hatters look like they're going to go to battle. Footy Joe down the inside of Faithful here, and he has made that move very nicely here. And Defaults is also behind, looking for positions. This is a fight for the bottom end of the points right now, so this could be quite valuable to them. A caution in the sector 3, RBX is out. I think he's just pulled to a stop on the edge of the track. I think he has just given up. Hopefully there's nothing off of that, because that would be largely disappointing, considering there still is a battle for the lead. He is just holding on, Jixie is. And so is Hellboy. He's trying to hold on to that 3-second gap he has with Carried. It's actually more 2 seconds right now. But yes, Ocon fan doesn't seem to be very happy. Oh, he's the one who's DNF'd. I don't know what happened. Cormac just following Moncho here. See if he can make a move on Moncho. Although it would be pretty pointless with the 9-second penalty he has here. A lot of penalties here. Sorry for pausing there, guys. So here we are, on to the last lap here with Cariadis. Is he going to take it? I think he is going to take the provisional win, but will Hellboy be able to get it on penalties? Is the question. Because he just seems to be dropping off a bit now. I think the lack of battle between Jixie and Cariadis is allowing them just to pull out a bit. And I think they just go in for a bit of a safe result here. Go on, cut to P9 right now. The battle of the Hassers, P9 and 10. Faithful hasn't had a response to Footy Joe since. Oh wait, he's gone off. He's gone off. Faithful will get back past him. He has got back past him, and that will he be able to get back past Footy Joe, or will that be Faithful taking P9? As we're going to cut back to the leaders because they are coming towards the end. I think it is going to be Cariadis who will take the win, but penalties may push him back down to third. No, to second, sorry. So he's going to round the final corner. Cariadis will win round 1 of the STB Season 30 Tier 7. But I do believe on penalties, it is going to be Hellboy who will take it. Hellboy takes the win here in Australia. Absolutely fantastic race by him. Kept it clean and kept it calm. And very good result for him. So the podium is Hellboy, Cariadis and Jixie, with Camslide managing to recover it to P4 after the crash. Hellboy happy with his win. Very good win by you, Hellboy. Very good. If I was wearing a hat, I would take it off to you right now, sir. Camslide's left the session. I don't know what that's going to mean. Will that come up as a DNF, or will that just come up as him coming fourth? I hope it does, for his sake. Right. There's the podium for you, everybody. Here are the stats on the race winner, fastest lap driver of the day, and most overtakes. Very good race for the first race of Tier 7 in Season 30 of the STB League. Here you go. Here are the results, everybody. All the penalties as well. And we will see you in the next one.